To the border wall fight. President Trump in the Oval Office last night making his appeal to the nation. Roll tape.
Some have suggested a barrier is immoral. Then why do wealthy politicians build walls, fences, and gates around their homes? They don't build walls because they hate the people on the outside, but because they love the people on the inside.
It's time to bring in Nelson Balido. He's the president of the Border Commerce and Security Council. Nelson, welcome back to the program. Good to see you.
Good morning, Stuart. How are you doing today?
Look, I've made the editorial judgment that the president won last night. I think he successfully appealed to the American people, and I don't think the appeal of the Democrats matched it. I say he won. What do you say?
I think he won as well. One of the things to keep in mind, however, is that wall that we absolutely needs to have sensors and technologies attached to the walls, and then the areas that don't have that also need that. The pictures that we see in San Diego are very different from the pictures that you see that are the other 99% of the border, where the wall that is today there, that's about 700 miles, and the ones that are proposed are dozens, if not hundreds, of yards away from the actual border. Let me give you an example. If I cross the river between El Paso and Brownsville, and I just cross the middle of the river, well, you're already on U.S. soil. If you touch the shore of the river, you're on U.S. soil. It becomes an immigration issue. And what that wall does not look at or really address is what happens to these asylum seekers that are looking to come into our country, seeking, telling us that we have credible fear. So it doesn't address those issues, and those are some of the things that we need to certainly start looking at, putting a Band-Aid on and performing major surgery.
Nelson, I think what you're talking about I guess I'm going to call it a gadget, and you saw it at the Vegas Consumer Electronics Show, CES.
That's right.
And this is a whole bunch of sensors, is that right?
That's
you
correct.
think that could really help the wall? I mean, not just the wall, but help prevent people coming to the country. Give us more on this. I want more on this sensor device.
Absolutely. So this sensor is a light detection and ranging device, or LiDAR system, which is currently being tested on the border. What this does, it not only detects, it classifies what it is, but gives us, and it tracks the anomaly. What it does, it gives that Border Patrol agent a force multiplier effect. It knows how to respond, what to respond to. We need to have more information on what's approaching our borders, whether that's a wall in areas where we have walls, and areas that we don't have walls. We don't have a lot of eyes on the border, and to have that information and sensors that certainly we can put out on this border gives these guys the tools they need, so not only to keep people safe on the border, both our law enforcement, but those that are looking to cross in our border.
Now, the president said last night that he wants a steel barrier rather than a concrete wall. Which is better?
I agree. So steel barrier, something that you can see through, is absolutely advantageous. Why? Because you know what's coming on the other side. What I will say is every part of the border is different. So depending on where you are, whether you're in the McAllen, Texas area, El Paso, Antelope Wells, or in San Diego, California, we need to take a look at what is necessary in those topographic areas and certainly address those issues. Every part of the border is different and certainly has to be attended to personally.
Nelson Balido, thank you very much for joining us, sir. It's a hot issue, that border wall.
Absolutely. Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you, sir. See you soon. All right.